Continuing our look at round 4, the inaugural Wilkesboro 100. We begin by looking at lap 60 of 100 as Jay Jennerin continues to run through the field. Here he is getting back around CJ Long for 10th spot after they get around John Wainwright's 00, and then Jennerin sets his sights on lapping the 51 of João Guerrero. So Jennerin, after his puncture before the green flag, moving up into the points. Here is John Hawks on lap 62, our race leader, lapping the man in 12th, the final points paying spot, that being Aaron Devers in the 83. Lap 67, Jay Jennerin continues to move up. Here he is passing Rush McLeod for 9th spot. But guess what? He's not done yet, because here he is on lap 71, passing Kurt Shelton for 8th. Of course, Jennerin won the 12th race of the 2009 season at Edmonton in dominant fashion. Don't be surprised if he notches another victory this season. Go to lap 72, and a sight that's going to become more common at CRL events this season since events are longer. Pit stops. There's Jason Teller right there on your screen. Garth Davidson's just come into the pits, and as Teller gets finished up on the left-hand side, he's going to be dropped down, and you're going to see a lot more of the front runners coming in. Here comes our leader, John Hawks. Larry Dimmick being called into his pit box. Sean Percy coming into view. There goes Aaron Devers, Johnny Bellows, Fabrizio Dalla Stella, and here's pit exit. What you didn't see was C.J. Cameron almost colliding with Hawks as Hawks pulled out and Cameron pulled in. Bellows coming out, Sean Percy just nipping Devers at the timing line at the end of pit road. Mike Lee exiting, Brandon Malloy. This didn't shake up the field too much. Boy, the track sure is empty when everybody's on pit road, isn't it? Lap 81, now Jay Jennerin beginning to lose spots. He lost 6th to Kurt Shelton, and he's about to be dropped back to 8th by Rush McLeod. And here we go to lap 83. Here's Garth Davidson still in 2nd spot. John Hawk's lead isn't that big, and you can see him next to that red dot. That's Craig Mummert. He's trying to lap yet again. Davidson, the only one who could keep Hawks in his sights. Like I said, this is because of lap traffic. Davidson really wasn't closing in on him, and as he closes up on Jason Teller, he's going to get hung up behind the 77 as well. Lap 86. Boy, did he put up a valiant effort, but Jay Jennerin could not stay unlapped anymore. Here he is getting lapped by Hawks as you see C.J. Cameron scraping the wall coming out of turn 2, and there's his White Mountain Motorsports teammate David Sprague next to him. Hawks disposes of Jennerin and then gets by Cameron, and here is John Hawks coming off turn 4, leading the final 83 laps. He'll win the inaugural Wilkesboro 100. It's back-to-back victories to go along with his win at Loudon. He is the first driver to win back-to-back races since Rowland Hayden won 3 in a row in 2008. It's also Hawks' 3rd career CRL Modified Division win. Now here's the battle for 12th. Reed Weber's just taken 13th from Larry Dimmick. Tina Lee's in 12th, but as he go into turn 3, Weber dive bombs to the inside and takes the spot from Lee. He gets held up by Pierre Duval, but Tina will not get back around the Australian, and Reed Weber grabs the final point of the race. His crew members applauding on the wall, and what a shame for Lee. Now she's got to go to the hauler over the Darrell Wallace incident after that. But no controversy for John Hawks as he celebrates yet another dominant victory after failing to qualify for the first 2 races of 2010. What a moment for Hawks, and of course, he is now the point leader, a bonus point to John for leading the most laps. The 17-year-old beginning to take charge in the CRL Modified Division. FedEx fastest lap goes to Larry Dimmick, a 24.682, $10,000 extra in his pocket. The race results: Hawks with the victory. Garth Davidson coming home 2nd, his best finish of his rookie season. Mike Lee, another good run in 3rd. Landon Rohde, quiet throughout the day, finished 4th. Brandon Malloy comes home in 5th, another good finish for him. Kurt Shelton finishes in 6th, and doubles his point total coming into this race. Rush McLeod, last car in the lead, lap 7th. Jannerin ends up finishing 8th. Got to applaud him for that. Teller Sr. 9th. Sean Percy ends up 10th. He's been called to the hauler too, although I don't see him being punished. Aaron Devers in 11th. And of course you saw Reed Weber snatch 12th. Now to the point standings. Of course I mentioned John Hawks is now the points leader with 42. Lee still sitting in 2nd with 37. Brandon Malloy now in 3rd with 30. Landon Rohde in 4th. Robert Klesel still in 5th. Garth Davidson in 6th. Rush McLeod 7th. Salvatore Provenzano hadn't scored any points since winning at Phoenix in round 2, but he is 8th. Reed Weber is 9th. Mike Lee is in 10th. Fabrizio Dalla Stella in 11th. Pierre Duval in 12th. And Kurt Shelton in 16th. Note they all have, Kurt Shelton in 13th. Note they all have 16 points. Jay Jannerin now in 14th. David Sprague in 15th. Next up, we head to Illinois for the inaugural Carfax Carbondale Clash at the Carbondale Speedway.